Walther PDP F-4. First of all, it's a Walther. Reputation precedes them. Also going to note how the case really resembles the gun. They have this performance duty texture, matches the same as the grip on the gun. Also has what looks to be slide serrations. I think that's a big hit with the case. Also has that texture here too on the carry handle. So we have it. This is what I recently picked up from GT Distributors, just outside of Chattanooga. I was looking for an FN509 tactical, but he said, I got something interesting for you, and this is what it is. So we got a GT Distributor sticker. Appreciate those guys. Just looking at it, one reason why I figured this was a really good deal is because I don't have all the magazines in the case. They will not fit. This deal to get this firearm came with 7 magazines. 7 magazines total. So magazines aren't cheap unless you're buying for Glock. Comes with your general things. Has your lock. Has some paperwork about the PDP F-Series. Again, the PDP is performance duty pistol. Be a more upgraded version of the PPQ. So has some information here. Congrats. You can sign up for stuff. Also talks about installing the optic plates. So, and this did have one with it. Story behind this is that the gentleman ordered it and then saw something else he wanted when the pistol came in and got it instead. And so GT's turned it. Does have this mounting plate. Let's see if it fits, because I did also purchase a Holosun optic for this as well. Initially taking a look at it, it reminds me a lot of a Glock, but if it was done to a whole other degree. The texture on this gun is super nice. It's got a really nice feel. The front here is kind of like a smaller version of what Glock puts out. Got some on the front too as well. But this texture here is super nice. One thing that led me to get the PDP is ergonomics. This gun feels extremely nice in the hand. Ergonomically, this is a 10 out of 10. Really hard to miss mag release. I do not have to break grip to reach the mag release if anything goes a little bit over. But has ambi slide lock controls here. It's nice in case you needed it. The mag release is reversible, but is not an ambidextrous mag catch. Slide's nice. It's a lot smoother than a Glock. Walther makes really good stuff. Serrations are really aggressive. They feel really good in the hand. It's easy. You're not going to miss them. They're not going to slip. My Hellcat Pro is a little bit easier to slip on. We'll show that in just a minute. But as far as just doing either a press check or racking the slide from the rear, it's not a problem at all. Sights are not that bad either. Looks like traditional Glock sights. If I was not going to put an optic on this gun, I would have just went ahead and black these out. Might just go ahead and do that anyways, but definitely bought this with the intention of having a Holosun optic on it. Did take a look at the Shadow Systems MR920. Excellent feeling pistol. The trigger on both feel roughly similar. I would say that the Shadow Systems MR920 has a slightly smoother trigger than this PDP. Again, this is supposed to be a more modular duty pistol. This is a compact frame. This is mostly compared to a Glock 19. A lot of those guns that get compared to Glock 19s get pretty good views. Has a shorter Picatinny 1913 style rail system here. It will not fit a traditional like TLR1. It'll just be way too long. It sticks out really far. I'm sure you could be able to get a couple of them to clip on there, but the actual guide for it actually sticks out pretty far. So it's meant for a more compact. It would suffice enough for duty carry inside or outside waistband, but more or less this is just a Walther's version of a Glock 19. And so far, just the feels of it. I have not shot this yet, but the feel of it feels really good. Comes with an interchangeable back strap. Has the medium back strap on it. and this will be the small. But I don't really have a need for the small. I was curious if I was going to change it, but as far as fitment goes, everything feels really good just in the hand, so I'm not going to change the grip for now. Feels really comfortable. So as far as trigger pull, truly reminds me of my Glock that I built, Glock that I assembled. I have a metal trigger, an upgraded metal trigger in here for Glock with a semi-decent reset, but the trigger feels good. Again, the Walther, when comparing it to it, the take up is a little bit further to the rear, has a good wall. It's like a EDC gun wall. It's very defined, not as defined as a Glock, not as heavy as a trigger pull as a Glock, a little bit lighter. It's like in between a Glock style trigger and a Canik. I'd say like right in the middle. Canik, really far back, really light trigger squeeze. Glock again, definite wall, pretty firm pull. This is at somewhere in between. So it's a nice balance. Again, I think this is overall a nice balance of a gun, duty capable and concealable. It's a compact pistol. Comes with a mag loader. Has some tools here. As far as size comparison, when compared to, this is the same size as a Glock 45. The slide itself, compared to the Rock Slide USA slide for my Glock, is going to be a little bit wider. That's not usually the issue there. Sights again are very similar. Would be nice to get some night sights on here. But as far as grip, they're very close to being the same. Glock is wider. Again, this is very ergonomic. This I beveled out just a little bit, put some stippling on. This is really nice and beveled out. By far, again, 10 out of 10 on comfort as far as fitment in the hand. Roughly the same barrel length, maybe off by a small amount compared to the Hellcat Pro. The threaded barrel and compensator. These serrations are not the worst, but they're just really shallow. But I really like the U-notch iron sights on this. I've really almost bit the bullet on getting a micro red dot for this pistol, but I enjoy the irons so much on this, I really don't feel like a need for it for a micro compact pistol. Size again, compared to the PDP to the Hellcat Pro, definitely not as slim. Grip is a little bit wider, a little bit longer, but overall still concealable. Not only did, when purchasing this, that it came with 7 magazines, also came with the holster that the gentleman ordered, which is a PDP-4 holster. Nice color, nice contrast. I'll be able to go ahead and slap this on my range belt. It'll be really good for range days. Plenty of open room for the optic I'm going to put on it. Overall, from GT Distributor, they have really good deals. They try to pass along the savings on to their customers. Before Uncle Sam's cut, this was $5.99. $5.99 pistol, 7 mags, holster. I think it's a really good deal. And let me go ahead and show you the sight that we're going to be putting on it. And we'll do an unboxing of this, but this will be the Holosun 407 CO. It's supposed to be helpful if you have a stigmatism. Then again, I'm not on the spectrum, so really excited to get this checked out, see how it looks on the optic. Hopefully I get far enough along I can actually show you what it looks like before we end the video. So for a duty weapon, you also want to make sure it fits with gloves. Some of these tortured range gloves. Ergonomics still feel good. Glove does not get caught up here on the end. It's not overshadowing it. Fits perfectly inside the trigger well. No issues. Feels good. It shoots good actually. It's the first shots I put on it. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna find out if the PDP accepts the Canik TP9 SFX mag. It's in there snug. It does slide lock as well. So far so good. Let's see if it runs. It worked. Now we're gonna shoot PDP with gloves. Alright, we're gonna find out if the PDP accepts the Canik TP9 SFX mag. It's in there snug. It does slide lock as well. So far so good. Let's see if it runs. PDP with gloves. It's not bad with gloves, but usually they have some grip here on some guns, and this doesn't, so it's just really smooth. Trigger pull is nice. It's really nice for the gun. Reset. Fairly short. Biggest complaint thus far, no gas pedal. Smooth, slick plastic. Get a sweaty finger on there, it just slides right off. Almost every shot. It's really kind of hard to get a finger right there. All right, we'll do one shot, reload one shot, and belt. Going at my own. Ready? Not bad. Really smooth. It's the first day I've been out here shooting this pistol. It's not bad. Alright. We'll do one shot. Reload one shot. And, belt. Doing it all. Ready? First day I've been out here shooting this pistol. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. The base plates on the mags are actually pretty nice. Just got a little bit of curvature to them. The base plates on the mags are actually pretty nice. Just got a little bit of curvature to them. This will be the new EDC for the channel for me to review. I'm going to give it several months and several hundred rounds. Really kind of hard to get a finger right there. Not the right mounting plate for the optic, but we can at least get a look at what Make it look like lead on there. Thanks for tuning in to Dad Defense for this gun review for the Walther PDP F-Series 4-inch. We're going to turn this into the next EDC gun for the next 365 days, add a weapon light, conceal carry holster, and see how this really performs this year. Thanks so much for tuning into this video. Stay tuned for updates. Consider liking, sharing, subscribing.